So guys, before we jump into the main video, I made this short here a few days ago, just explaining that I think the KRIG is pretty much one of the best guns that you can be using at the moment in Warzone, and these are some of the comments that I got on that short. So for all of those people there who commented that they don't like the KRIG, they don't like people using the KRIG, enjoy today's video. What is going on, everyone? My name is KakeyC and welcome to the channel. So guys, at the time of recording this video, it's halfway through Cold War Warzone Season 5, and one of the best loadouts you can be using at the moment is with the KRIG and the BULLFROG submachine gun. And in today's video, we are going to focus on them two guns. We're going to have a look at the best class setup you can be using at the moment for the KRIG and the BULLFROG. If that sounds good to you guys, make sure to stay tuned until the very end of the video. If you enjoy this video or you find it helpful at any moment, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. It really helps the algorithm, and we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate that. Let me know your thoughts on this loadout in the comments below as well. And on the topic of staying tuned, as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how to use class setups, and much more. Let's press X to start and have a look at the best loadout you can be using for the KRIG and the BULLFROG. Right guys, usual format, there's going to be some nice chilled gameplay on in the background, and we're going to bring up the attachments that we're going to want to be using on the KRIG and the BULLFROG on the right side of the screen, just so you can kind of switch in between the two. You can watch some gameplay, have a look at the attachments, and we're not just sat in the gunsmith for the whole video. So let's kick things off with the KRIG. What are we going to use for the muzzle? It's obviously the agency suppressor. This is going to give us sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. It is going to take away some ADS speed. It is going to take away some aim walking steadiness and some aiming stability. But this is going to be our long range option, so we're not going to worry about those cons too much. Moving on to the barrel, we're going to go for the 19.7 inch Ranger barrel. This is going to give us extra bullet velocity and extra vertical recoil control. Not that we need it, but that's a good bonus there. And again, it's going to take away some hipfire accuracy and some aim walking movement speed. Again, the long range option, that is not going to matter. Standard practice for pretty much all of the Cold War assault rifles, we're going to chuck on the axial arms 3x optic. This is just pretty much the best all-rounder optics for the Cold War guns. You can have a fiddle around with the reticle if you want to change that. I tend to roll with the precision reticle just because I think it's the cleanest. I like it. I know some people have been using a green one recently. Whatever you prefer, chuck that on the axial arms. In the underbarrel slot, we are going to go for the field agent grip. No surprises there, horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. This is going to take away some firing movement speed and ADS firing move speed. But like we mentioned at the start of this build, this is the medium to long range option, and you are going to have that BULLFROG on your pocket ready to pull out in situations where you're going to need to move fast, ADS fast, all that good stuff. Moving on to the final attachment, the ammunition slot, we are going to go for the Stanag 60 round mag, and this is just going to give us enough bullets to take out maybe a trios or maybe a quads without reloading, and it's not going to take away too much aim down sight time. So that is our medium to long range option. But what if you're getting up close and personal? Well, you're going to want this BULLFROG. We're going to put the GRU suppressor, the GRU suppressor. That's going to give us sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, effective damage range. It is going to take away all of the cons that we mentioned on the KRIG, but we will make up for them with some of the other attachments that we put on. We're going to put the 7.4 inch Task Force barrel, effective damage range, bullet velocity, and strafe speed. The strafe speed here is a huge bonus for the BULLFROG. It's going to take away some vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control, but we've just negated them with the suppressor that we've put on it at the start. Moving on, we're going to put the Tiger Team Spotlight on. This is going to give us movement speed and aim walking movement speed. Obviously, people are going to be able to see the flashlight, and you're going to lose some aiming stability, but I'm not too worried about them two cons there. Onto the fourth slot, we are going to go for the KGB Skeletal stock. This is going to give us ADS firing move speed, aim walking movement speed, sprint to fire time. It's going to take away some hip fire accuracy. But all of the pros coming from the skeletal stock pretty much take away all of the cons coming from the GRU suppressor, so that is why that's on there. And finally, you can mix and match the fifth attachment. You can have an optic, you can have an ammunition, rear grip. I tend to go for the bruiser grip just to have some more movement speed and hip fire accuracy. The movement speed here is going to be super quick if you go for the bruiser grip, but if you don't like the iron sights, you go for an optic. If you want more ammo, you can have more ammo. And there we go, guys. That is pretty much one of the best loadouts you can be using at this moment in Warzone. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because this class setup, this this build, this loadout, is pretty much designed for ease of use, low recoil. Anyone can use these weapons and have a good game, and that's why these two guns are some of the most picked up guns in Warzone, just because of how nice they are to use. If you found that helpful, guys, if you like those classes, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. Like I said at the start of the video, it really helps the algorithm, and we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so that would really help me out. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this loadout. Do you like the KRIG? Do you use anything else? Let me know. And thank you for staying tuned until the very end of the video. As always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.